By 2030, several cities around the world could face the risk of significant decline or even disappearance due to a combination of environmental, economic, and social factors. Among the most threatened is Jakarta, Indonesia's capital, which is sinking at an alarming rate. This megacity of over 10 million people has been subsiding due to excessive groundwater extraction, compounded by the effects of rising sea levels and inadequate drainage systems. Parts of Jakarta are sinking by as much as 25 centimeters per year, and nearly 40% of the city is already below sea level. The situation has become so dire that the Indonesian government is actively working on relocating the capital to a new site in East Kalimantan on the island of Borneo. Venice, Italy, is another iconic city at risk. Known for its canals and historical architecture, Venice has long struggled with subsidence and flooding, a phenomenon locals call acqua alta, or high water. The city is sinking slowly due to geological factors, while rising sea levels caused by global warming exacerbate the problem. In recent years, unprecedented floods have caused significant damage to historical landmarks and disrupted daily life. While infrastructure projects like the Moa's barrier system aim to mitigate flooding, their long-term effectiveness remains uncertain. Miami, Florida, faces a similar threat but on a different continent. As one of the most vulnerable cities in the United States to sea level rise, Miami experiences frequent king tide flooding even on sunny days. Its porous limestone foundation complicates efforts to protect against flooding, as water can seep through the ground. In addition to rising seas, the city is also highly susceptible to hurricanes, which are intensifying due to climate change. Without significant investment in adaptation measures, parts of Miami could become uninhabitable in the coming decades. In South Asia, Dhaka, the capital of Bangladesh, faces challenges tied to its low-lying geography and high population density. With much of the city situated only a few meters above sea level, Dhaka is increasingly vulnerable to flooding from both rising seas and intensified monsoon rains. Climate change-driven cyclones and storm surges frequently devastate the region, displacing millions of residents. Dhaka's growing population and inadequate infrastructure further compound its vulnerability, making it one of the world's most at-risk cities. Small island nations are also on the front lines of climate change, with capitals like South Tarawa in Kiribati facing an existential threat. Rising sea levels are already swallowing parts of these islands, leaving little room for relocation. The low elevation of atoll cities means that even minor increases in sea level can have catastrophic impacts, including the salinization of freshwater supplies and the erosion of coastlines. For Kiribati and similar island cities, the prospect of disappearing entirely is a looming reality. Other cities, such as Lagos, Nigeria, and Bangkok, Thailand, also face varying degrees of risk due to factors like coastal erosion, subsidence, and urban overpopulation. These cities highlight the urgent need for international collaboration and investment in climate adaptation strategies, including improved infrastructure, sustainable urban planning, and efforts to mitigate global warming. If no action is taken, the disappearance or severe decline of these cities could displace millions of people, leading to humanitarian crises and economic disruption on a global scale. Thank you for watching. We have some amazing videos coming up, so stay tuned and make sure to hit the subscribe button.